it is tea time, and it is also wear your onesie to work day in the Tula Leanne studio. I'm gonna assume that you're not offended by the fact that I'm wearing a onesie today, because I feel like most of us are doing this anyway. It's just that nobody sees us. So I wear it with pride. Somebody asked me in the comments last week, what kind of tea do you drink and what do you put in it? I thought you would never ask. Well, you know, my preferred brand of tea is usually Yorkshire tea. That's my number one go-to. However, last year, I think I went for a little bit of a change. Not the change, I'm not ready for that yet. But I went through a change, and for some reason that tea felt a little bit strong to me. So recently we've been on the PG tips, and that's been cool. I should also probably add that I'm currently not sponsored by any specific tea brand, so this is not an advert. I'm not being paid, I'm just talking. Although if somebody wants to pay me, I don't mind. Anyway, that's beside the point. Also, I usually have somewhere between half a teaspoon and 3/4 of a teaspoon of sugar in my tea. That usually works quite well for me. As far as milk goes, at the moment we're on oat milk. I like my tea strong but milky. Some people think when you say strong tea, it means no milk. And when you say milky tea, it means no tea. No. I like when you've brewed the tea well and you've given it its full chance to release all of its flavors, and then you add a decent amount of milk so that you can taste the two flavors combined. They're supposed to go together. I stress this because I realize that some people do not make tea with all 5 elements. So we've got the tea bag, we've got the water, we've got the milk, we've got the sugar. The 5th element is love. Every cup of tea must be made with love. If you do not love the person, or you do not wish to make the tea, please don't do it. Anyway, that's enough of my tea ramble. For a while now, I've been thinking about this whole self-care revolution that we live in. And you know what? I can't say that I fully disagree with it, because yeah, it's true, we do need to look after ourselves. It's really, really important. I'm often reminded of when you go in an aeroplane and they give you the safety announcements. They say to you, not in these words, in better words, if the oxygen mask comes down, before you go to help somebody else, you have to help yourself, like put the mask on. And I get that, because if you yourself cannot breathe, how then can you help somebody else? Doesn't make sense. So I get self-care. However, I do think sometimes we can be a little bit imbalanced with it. We just need to remind people, once you're okay and you've got yourself to a place where you're at least a little bit level, just circle back round and check in on somebody else, because maybe somebody else isn't okay. We're often told, you are number one. You know, you don't have to be number one every day. And when I say that, I mean a friend might be going through bereavement today, or somebody might be really struggling with loneliness today, or maybe somebody's really, really stressed because the kids have them tearing their hair out in homeschool. In that moment, while you are fine, you can take even just 5 minutes to put somebody else's needs before yours. And for the rest of the time, we can still continue to take care of ourselves. There's nothing wrong with that. As it's been said, no man is an island. We don't function that well by ourselves. We actually need people, and people need us. So fam, find your village today. Find your people. Arrange a little conversation, a little chat with somebody. Book out some time, get your cup of tea, fire up Zoom, and just talk for a bit. Let's make sure that the whole village is good. Oh, and before I leave, the announcements for today are, all of these videos are now up on the Tula Leanne website. Because I mentioned before to you that I sometimes blog, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to put it all in one place. When I make accessories, bags and whatnot, it's all about how it benefits your lifestyle. And this conversation is lifestyle stuff, innit? So let's put it all in one place. That's all from me today, I think. I've said enough. And yeah, like I said in our chat last week, if you ever have topics of conversation that you want to share, then you know where to find me. So until next week, have a great one. Enjoy, do something special. And remember, after you've taken care of all the things that you need to take care of for yourself, circle back round and check in on somebody. Send in some love from me, my tea and my onesie. Have a great day.